Yo YouTube, welcome back to another video. April 25th, 11:30. I don't even know why I'm recording this so late. I just got back from the gym. It's like, but I don't even know, my sleep schedule's so fucked. But this not convo, yo, I'm actually so tired right now. But fucking video, yeah, I'm talking about video, I'm making videos. I think this one is just about, and once again, excuse me for low energy right now. I just don't have no energy on me right now. Today's been a long day, but uncomfortable conversations I want to had with myself, I think a couple of days ago. How do I even start this? I mean, in a sense, there's always two versions of people, and I'll come back to that same line as I talk about. But there's a version of you that I feel most people haven't even met yet, and the only thing standing in the way is a conversation that they keep running from. And most people know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that one conversation that lives in the back of your head, the one you think about when the room gets quiet, the one that keeps you up at night, the one you wish someone else would bring up so you wouldn't have to, innit? But they won't, because it's yours, and deep down you already know that. Because you see, most people aren't held back by, I don't think most people are held back by their intentions. I think it's more they're not stopped because they're lazy. They're stopped because they're scared. Scared to speak, scared to be honest, and scared to tell the truth. Even to themselves. They're working hard, but yeah, but on the thing that they're working hard on the thing that matters. No, they're working hard, but not on the thing that matters the most. For example, they can be in therapy, they can be reading books, they can be in a gym, trying to get their life together, innit? But they're avoiding the one conversation that could actually change their entire life. I feel like that's the trap, because I think I talked about progress and movement before in my other videos, but most people think progress means movement, but sometimes the most powerful move you can ever make is just opening your mouth. As stupid as it sounds, but I'm gonna ask you guys something. The main tip of the video, what conversation are you avoiding? And I want you to really understand the question. Say in your head right now, who's it with? What's the truth? What's the truth you're scared to speak? Don't dodge the question, because I feel this is the moment that you need to answer something like this, because the more you avoid it, the louder it becomes, and it will eventually bleed into everything you do, from your work, your energy, your mindset, and just even your self-worth, because you'll wake up and I feel like something's off, innit? But you won't know what. You'll lose your edge, you'll even get quiet, and you'll stop fully, you'll stop showing up fully, giving your all into it. And I don't think it's because you don't care, but because you're carrying something heavy and you haven't had the courage to put it down. There's a quote by Carl Jung that says, he said, what you most need will be found where you least want to look. And I want that to sit for a second, because the thing you're avoiding, that's where your future lives. That's where your growth that's where your growth lives, and that's where your power has, in a way, it sounds stupid, that's where your power has been hiding this whole time. It's not in another course, it's not in another motivational video, but in that uncomfortable conversation people keep putting off. And the crazy part is that it's not even about the other person, it's just about you. And it's not really something personal in it, but there was one time I stayed silent, and that was for way too long. There was someone I cared about, my friend, business partner. I think I talked about him in another video back in it years ago, where me and him tried to start something together, and I think it was the pain of growth, that first video I did on him, where I talked about him. I'm just repeating the story again. He good guy, smart guy, but we just weren't aligned, if you guys remember the reason why it happened. And I knew it myself, innit? He probably knew it too, but we both just kept in a way just dancing around and pretending everything was fine. And the reason for that, because I didn't want to be the bad guy, innit? I didn't want to create that tension. I didn't want to like hurt someone I respected. So I stayed quiet. I think it was for months and weeks, and every single day I could just feel like the weight of it building up. It started affecting my work I was doing, my focus, and just my energy. And I felt like I was dragging, as graphic as it sounds, I felt like I was dragging a dead body into every room I walked into, until like just one day I just sat down and I just said it. I didn't sugarcoat it, I didn't script it, I just told the truth to him. And yeah, it was uncomfortable 100%, but it was also real. And you know what, the conversation like sells both free in a sense, and I wish I'd done it sooner. And I won't even talk about like why people avoid that conversation. I don't think it's not just fear of conflict, it's fear of who you have to become. It's fear of who you have to become to even say those words out loud. Because once you speak it, everything changes. Because you can't unhear it, you can't unsay it, you can't even go back to even pretending. And that's what most people are addicted to, the illusion of peace. Because they don't want actual peace, they just want quiet. And so I feel as if people confuse silence with harmony. But silence without truth is just like, in a way, a slow betrayal. And you do feel it, you feel the resentment start to build up, you feel the way your self-respect starts to like erode and fade away, and you feel how much energy it takes to really like lie to yourself every single day. So I'm not really here to like tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to like tell you the truth, that you're not tired, you're not really overwhelmed, you're just carrying a truth that you haven't spoken yet. And the longer I feel as if the longer people carry it, the heavier it gets, until like eventually it starts breaking you, like in a way it starts breaking you places like you don't even know like could crack. Like your sleep suffers, your relationship suffer, like your drive and motivation, like that shit just goes away, and like you start feeling stuck, lost, and like you're flowing through life. I don't think it's because you don't have the answer, but because you're too afraid to ask the right questions. And like I'm asking you guys again, what would your life look like if you just said it? No drama, no yelling, just clarity, just pure clarity. Because like just imagine waking up without that knot in your stomach. That imagine creating a space for real growth, not fake harmony. Imagine like who you would become if you like stop hiding behind silence. Because there are really two versions of your life. The one where you keep avoiding that conversation, you stay polite, you stay quiet, you play it nice, and you become the master of smiling through your discomfort. And eventually you don't even recognize yourself anymore. And there's a second version, like I said in the video, there's two versions of someone. And the one where you say what needs to be said, like it's messy, it's emotional, it's even risky, but it's honest. And that honesty will take you so far, because that sets a fire in your chest again, in a sense. Like it wakes something up in you that's like been sleeping for like maybe it's days, weeks, or even years, you know what I'm saying, months even. And that is when your life actually begins. So here's what I need people to do, not like tonight. Yeah, it depends on the person, innit, and how bad you really want it. Doesn't have to be next week, but like tonight, just sit down, get a clear conversation on what you've been avoiding, and then just start it. Whether you have to text them, call them, schedule that meeting, just like don't really overthink it, and don't like script it to death. Like I feel like you should just like speak your truth with love and like, you know, like a proper backbone, you know what I'm saying? Like have confidence, like I said, have confidence in yourself, because your future isn't hiding like a new opportunity. Because I don't think your future isn't hiding in a new opportunity. It's not really hiding some like secret strategy as well. It's hiding in that moment when you finally stop running and start speaking. Because this can be anyone's moment. I feel like we live in a day and age where anything is possible, and the fact that I genuinely believe that you can achieve anything you want to if you just like put your mind to it. And having that conversation, it just depends on the person, but having that conversation like can be the chapter that separates the old you from the one who's finally like ready to like live an aligned life. Because you can keep building a life that looks good from the outside, or you can like start building a life that feels right on the inside. But like you can't do both, innit? So at the end, it just depends on which one you're going to choose. But I'm ending on that. How long? I still got time to post it. But yeah, it's like in summary, I always try to summarize my videos at the end of the video, you know what I'm saying? I mean, depends on the person, like, actually it doesn't, because I feel like everyone has uncomfortable conversations they need to have themselves. Like, no matter what stage you're at in life, like, there's always something to tell yourself that you're avoiding, and like, I feel like everyone avoids something, you know what I'm saying? And it's just being able to sit down, whether it's with someone or just with yourself, like, in your room, or wherever you are, and just say what you've been putting off, you know what I'm saying? You just have to say it, like, just have to be honest with yourself, and just like, maybe it's embarrassing, like, I don't know, I don't think like you should never not, like, talking to yourself, you shouldn't be embarrassed about it, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end, that is you, you know what I'm saying? Because that self-conscious, like, I'm getting too deep into it, man. Let me not even get into that whole topic, but I'm gonna just have that conversation, and like that, just like, being comfortable isn't gonna lead to growth. Like, you grow from being uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who I got that from, but it's probably someone's said it. Most people know that quote or something like that. At the end of the day, appreciate y'all for watching. All steps for life, going to move shit. And I'm seeing my next video. Peace.